Yokoso, Japanese Questへ. So I see a comment from Unboxious. Third time you started the stream with the text at the bottom. This is the first time I've actually realized the rivers are just bigger streams. No, I think it's a fairly confusing sentence that I wrote. But that's okay. Sometimes, when video games and language and streams and rivers and cats mix, things become a little confusing, but that's why we're here, to sort things out. So let's begin. Sa, ikimashou. Welcome to Japanese Quest. I am Akira Sensei, a Japanese teacher. That was Griffin the cat who was singing that song. You can see Griffin the cat in the box down there, by the way. Spoiler alert, it's not live. In fact, never do that. In that 20-minute loop, the kitty is on my lap, and it permanently, well, not permanently, but at least for the past 6 months, damaged my hip. And it's getting better, but still not 100%. So beware of cats on laps. ないですよ。危ないですよ. Yeah, I recommend you don't do that. That's a PSA. What does PSA stand for? Public Service Announcement. Do not create a streaming model where your cat is always on your lap. It may create chronic some kind of pain. Yeah, don't do that. But if you have a loop, you can use it forever. Anyway, where are we? Oh no, I can't say where we are because it will spoiler us. Let's just go into the game. Right now, today the chapter is a Tale of Two Androids. If you follow us on Twitter, you saw that. We're going to get right into it. What we do here is we play, we have a journey through Japanese games, a journey together to learn Japanese, and who knows, maybe we'll learn something else as well. Game category set to Breath of the Wild. That is a problem. Let's change that. Thank you, Great Up Greg. Let's pause momentarily while we sort this out. Thank you for making this kind of comment. I just changed kind of quickly the title, but I forgot to change the game because I had to change it to Breath of the Wild for our rerun, which is our biggest rerun ever. We averaged 10 viewers, which is kind of crazy. Guess people like Breath of the Wild. Anyway, now to Xenoblade Chronicles. Hopefully people are not disappointed that we're not playing Breath of the Wild. We will play that sometime, but I think I switched the game now, hopefully. Yeah, very easy mistake to make. I've made the mistake too. I'm going to reload and see if I changed it. Anyway, it takes a while to change sometimes. Anyway, let's get into the game. We are ready for a cyborg throwdown between two sister androids. So yeah, I think I changed it, but still not refreshing yet. But yeah, I did change it, and I'm checking now. Sa, ikimashou. Okay, and now it's setting the scene. So you see the one who built Hana here. You have Hana versus whatever her name is. I don't know. Her sister. Someone can tell me the name in the chat. And the one who built Hana is saying makenai. So makeru is to lose. So makenai. Makenai demo. Don't lose. You will not lose. Hana. Right, Unboxed. I think you're right, Kiku. I knew it was something with a K, but I didn't want to mess it up. So, Rikai Funo. Again, she speaks like a robot, but Rikai means to understand. You might have heard of it with Rikai-kun, the tool we use, and many people use to read Japanese websites. So, Rikai Funo means I don't understand. Ah, interesting. Okay. So, omae ni. So, inside you, she's talking about inside her, she's got this ether furnace. Eteru ro. So, ro furnace. And then she says it's kanzen ni wa kido shite nai. So, kido is to activate. Kanzen is to be completely. So, it's not completely activated. Naruhodo. So that means we'd really win if we activate that thing. Okay, in that case, our model should be more powerful. Alright, so output, that is not the problem. Okay, so this is the true issue Hana is saying. So Hana's master, what's Tora, right? Makeru na. So if you say makeru, again, it means to lose. If you add na, it can mean like a command, like don't lose. Makeru na. So because Tora said don't lose, her master, she must win. Hana wa katsu, I will win. Because of that. Dakara. Because. Tada. Sore dake desu. This is a phrase you'll see a lot. Sore dake. Just that. That's all I will do. And by the way, anyone just joining, if we see any new words in game that look interesting, we can comment those here in chat and add those to our power level down here. These are all the words we've gained power with so far. Our power level can go up. It went up a lot last time. This time, we probably won't learn one word every 5 minutes, but we can try to learn some and hopefully get this power level up to, say, 920 at least today. And someday, perhaps, 9,000. Again, this is a journey. 一緒に旅に行く。一緒に旅をする。Go on a journey together, and let's find some words. Don't understand. And that is why you are... yeah, you don't understand, so that is why you're... I didn't totally catch that insult, but that's why you're something negative. Kiku! Okay, so that was the father who yelled out. The father created Kiku. So it's father, son, both those androids created by father and son fighting now. Very excited. Daijoubu? Okay. You can do it, Hana! So, ato, ichigeki de. So, after one more attack, ichigeki means like an attack or a hit. Omae no kachi. So it will be your victory. Kachi means to victory or win. Matte! Okay, so matsu is to wait. Matte puts it in the te form, which can make it in a command and add kure. Matte kure. So please wait. And then mo, of course, is the mo particle, especially for nopon. You can add some mo in the chat. We have that as one of our emotes. But mo means also, but it's also the kind of excitement particle of the nopon. Okay. To-chan! Father!
Suman, Tora.
I'm sorry, Tora.
こいつは私の言うことを聞かない。
She won't listen to what I say.
悪魔の兵器に改造されてしまった。
She was remodeled by like an evil weapon.
だがそれでも。
But, so again, we see a lot of ga or daga, so meaning but. So even though she's like this evil android now, you can see the evil. You can tell by the line of her eyes. I've been kind of studying manga a little bit because I've been considering a little bit doing a manga for Japanese Quest actually, but the problem is I can't draw so well. But you can tell from the angle. It's all about the angle of the eyes. It actually doesn't matter sometimes how good it is. I've kind of been finding out.
先祖お父さんの形見であり、私の夢なん。
Ah, okay. So this is really why his voice is kind of shaking now. Watashi no yume. Yume is the key word. Dream. So making this artificial blade, this android, was my dream. And it's a memento of my father. Katami is the word there. Memento. We can look that up. Interesting word. Not one I think we need to add to our power level right now. You can see it is a common word, but it's not listed in the JLPT level. So memento, katami, or souvenir. Alfalfa, konbanwa. Alfalfa Scout. What is the meaning of your name? I've never thought about that before. Now I'm thinking about it. Do you scout out for alfalfa, or are you a scout made of alfalfa? So many possibilities.
理解
So this is the thing she keeps saying. Rikai, to understand. Funo, not possible. So not possible to understand. It's a play on words. Ah, alfalfa sprouts. Right, I should have thought about that. You see how language, like, this is kind of not just a exploration of Japanese. It's looking at language in general and the different ways you can play with language. For example, there's a lot more rhyming that's used, I feel like, in English versus Japanese because of the way the syllables are in Japanese. Everything has to be preceded by vowels. So there aren't so many rhymes in the same way that there are in English. But there certainly is still rhyming, and if you listen to Japanese hip-hop, you'll see that.
不能
It's just kind of more challenging because, like, all the verbs kind of rhyme. Sometimes. Eh? What are you doing? Like, imagine a rap and you're just, like, rhyming ru verbs. You can just do, like, all the ru verbs, you know. Like, sushi o taberu, nigeru, issho ni oyogeru. You know, some terrible rap like that. Anyway, where are we? Omae nanzo kawarete mo kamanai mo. Sumimasen. I apologize for exposing you to that rap, but I'm just giving an example. So it's fine if she's destroyed, she's saying. Chinauza says Portuguese has the same for verbs. They pretty much all rhyme. Can you give us one Portuguese word in the chat, if possible? Like, perhaps the best word in Portuguese, so that we can increase our power level in Portuguese to 1? Because right now my Portuguese power level is 0. If it was 1... I feel like I'd have something to work with there if I go to Brazil or something. So even if she is destroyed, we can still take the ether engine. Or, not engine, furnace.
は私は
もう奴の命令に従うんじゃないもん
So don't listen to his orders anymore.
聞く早くやれも
Do it.
私のご主人様
My master.
は私のご主人様は
My master is
先蔵博士と
Senzo Hakase, so Professor Senzo. I think that's the grandfather.
立蔵博士
And the father, Tatezo. Professor Tatezo.
ですも
Notice the dramatic mo. Give me a word. I can give you the Portuguese translation. But since you have the knowledge of Portuguese, I feel like you could more easily pick like what word comes to your heart. Or there's some suggestions on chat. You can go there. Like, out of all of your life learning Portuguese, what word crystallizes in your mind for us to learn? That's what I'm kind of curious about. Ape equals macaco. I'm speaking with a Japanese accent. いいですね。面白そう。It's a nice sound to it for ape. I guess, is that kind of like some... Aren't there some apes that have a similar name to that, or no? Great Ape Greg might know. Sugoi. Okay, so we're kind of missing because we're thinking about powering up in Portuguese, and that's fine. It's good to increase your power level in multiple spheres. So Seigyo Sochi. So Seigyo means control. Sochi means device. So this control device right here, a couple joysticks you see there. Jibun de, so by herself. Hakkai shita. Hakkai shita. She destroyed it. Hakkai, to destroy. Sugoi desu ne. Yeah, we can get back to Japanese. But it's fun sometimes to look into other topics as well. All language is related after all. Momo? It's all human communication. It all shares different themes and fundamentals. You fought hard, sister.
姉様花聞く
Family moment.
こんなはずでは。
How could this be?
さくらの起動はどうなってるも。
So what happened? What's with the activation of Sakura? I guess another robot they have somewhere. She can be deployed at any time.
よし行くも。
Let's go.
わかりましたも
Understood. It's on now.
お
Hungry. Oh no. Sugoi. How much money did it take to make that
あい
elevator?
つらどこ行った
Dokuita, where did they go?
探そうレックス
Let's look for them. Sagaso.
トラ花親父さんとキクは任せた
Okay, so we'll leave Kiku and Oyaji-san, father, to you.
あいつらは俺たちがやっつける
We'll take care of them. Yosha! Ikuzo! Let's do this. Spoiler, giant robot. Have you guys heard in chat of the Uncanny Valley? I did a tweet about the Uncanny Valley in Japanese, the word for that. But I realized, I think a lot of people don't know what the Uncanny Valley is, even in their native language. It's an idea about robots.
バーンのやつどこ行った
Dokuita! Greg To Be Pro says, yeah, I've heard of it. Naruhodo ne. I've heard of it. Let me just mention it because I feel like people don't understand my tweet, potentially. But let me show you quick. So here's the browser cam. So I did this tweet. Let's see. Seems like someone understood it because someone liked it, so that's good, I guess. But yeah. So the idea is if you have a robot and you have a human, the closer they get together, eventually it becomes creepy. It becomes this thing called the Uncanny Valley. And in Japanese, I just found out today actually, it's called, I knew these two words but not together, Bukimi no Tani. Bukimi no Tani. Tani means valley, and Bukimi means strange or uncanny. This, to me, was the best gif I found that kind of exemplifies the Uncanny Valley. This is Jeff Bridges when he's kind of de-aged 30 years for the new Tron movie. Doesn't look quite human. It looks human, but it kind of looks like a little weird, creepy human, at least to me. Can you see the Uncanny Valley there? It looks kind of strange, not quite human. So you have robot, human, closer, closer, eventually Uncanny Valley. And I guess if you kept going, you just can't even tell them apart. They'd just be human or robot or look like both. And then I did another one with the Romaji, Roboto, Ningen, human, and then Buki Munotani. And my favorite android, Data from Star Trek, kind of an uncanny valley type of non-human, not quite human acting performance, which you see a lot in Star Trek. And today, A Tale of Two Androids. Let's get back to the game. Into our Tale of Two Androids. But yeah, have you heard of that? Naruhodo ne. Yeah, I've definitely seen it a lot in movies. I also saw it in the new, I think it was, what was it? Not the Avengers movie, but like the other Avengers Justice League. They had to like CGI out the mustache for Superman, and it kind of created this weird uncanny valley effect. So what is this shaking? Right, exactly, Alfalfa. That's an interesting thing. Whoa, whoa, something's weird. Yeah, that's the interesting thing with the Uncanny Valley. I had friends who didn't even notice with that movie Justice League, but for me it was very strange. Maybe because I knew the actor. So it kind of depends. It's a very subjective thing, but it's interesting, these kind of subtleties that you notice as a member of this species. Eh? Sige. So no Uncanny Valley here. That is thoroughly weird in a robot, I guess. So what is that? Oh, so yeah. So they like enlarge the and copied copy, you can see in katakana here, the plans for Kiku and created this giant sakura. So Jinko, again, Jinko means artificial. So artificial blade, Jinko blade sakura. Boy. So, in enlarged copy, could it be? Or that's scary. So with this tool, I, Bana, can become a god or a devil. Kawaii. So for some reason it's hard to get motivated, but let's do it. So desu yo ne, Alfalfa. Yeah, Bana has quite a voice. It's interesting to kind of compare the voice acting in English versus Japanese. Some of it's much more over the top in Japanese. Maybe some is in English too. I haven't played the English version. I played it with English text one time, but Japanese voices. What is this incredible power? Okay, keyword here, otori. That kind of means like a lure or a decoy. So yeah, I'll be a decoy, and then this is a word you see a lot in anything using a lot of action, like anime and manga. Suki is like an opening. So sono suki ni. So in that opening, will I distract them? You guys can attack. In fact, that word is so often used that why don't we look at it and add that to our power level? Possibly otori as well, because they kind of go together here. And then, yeah, maybe we could actually add that sentence too. So we have Suki. If someone wants to write that sentence, that'd be cool too. Suki gap. So let's add Let's see. Sometimes it's nice to add all of these elements at once. So why don't we add here the Triforce. Let's add the power of this sentence and the words within to our power level here on Japanese Quest. Let's add 2 words, otori, decoy, and suki, opening, and they kind of work together. So I'll be a decoy and create an opening, and you can use that opening. So if anyone can write this in chat, we can add this sentence as well as these words. Let's look at otori first now, and I'm pretty positive we don't have either of these. Otori, so decoy for hunting, or a lure, or a trap. So let's take otori. You can notice it's not super common, but we have seen it several times in Japanese games. In games, it's fairly common. So I think it's worth adding. So let's copy that. Add it to our power level. Here we go. Otori. Decoy. And Greg has the sentence. Does it look right? Yeah, let's add the sonosuki ni at the end too, but that looks right. And let's add suki as well. It's kind of all part of the same idea, but it's true. It is a different sentence. So suki, of course, can mean to like, but here we have different kanji. Suki. A gap.
Suki. Suki.
Ski.
Suki.
Suki. Should play those audio more. Okay, so let's do that. Copy and paste.
Suki.
Suki. Here we go. Add that to our power level. So change it to something else, but we can change that later. It's an alternate variant for the reading. It is net. So Greg 2B Pro has written that whole thing. So let's copy and paste that. Add that to our sentence chronicle quickly. And I'll copy and paste the time as well. Hachijihan. Ne. About 8:30 Central Time. Yosh. So now we can see that sentence is added. Those words are added. Our power level is now 918. So let's make that power level go up. We're leveling up both in the sentences and words right now. It doesn't usually happen, but when it does, it's kind of nice because you gain both.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Scouter says power level is now 918, and that is the power of gaining the power of the sentence as well. Nicely done.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Wrong button, but okay, 918. So where were we? I got a lot of kind of interface here, and some of it I'm a bit rusty on. There that goes. Okay. Yosha. So it took you a while. What did you do? I just scrolled the entire list and it wasn't there. So what wasn't there? Huh. What wasn't there? Are you talking about words or the sentence? Because I think both of those are there for me at least. Anyway, let's go back to the game for now. Ah, naruhodo. Yeah, sometimes you can't find all the kanji you want, unfortunately. At least in my experience. So again, so I'll be a decoy and then you can attack in that moment.
その隙に
いいえ、それは花。
And she says, yet, no. So that is Hana's role. So she's talking in the third person. She is Hana. So that is my role. Yakume role. And that is one word we have learned from this game, actually, I think a long time ago. Well, some months ago.
の役目ですもん。
So that's my
ドラ
role.
花
They're back.
花。すごいエネル。
すごいエネルギー。すごいエネルギー。So amazing energy.
姉様のおかげですもん。
That is thanks to my sister, my older sister.
ご主人様、
Master.
あんな装置に操られて
So being controlled by that device, I'm sorry.
申し訳ありませ
Obnoxious.
んも
I hear you.
こいつ様をつけるなんて花より礼儀正し
She's even more polite than Hana. And so why is she polite? Because she used sama. He liked hearing the sama. Ah, switch! Konbanwa. Also, everyone else here today, Unboxious, Omniscient. I feel like I didn't say hello to everyone. Alfalfa. Konbanwa.
いいんだもうお前が心を取り戻してくれただけで
That's okay. Getting your heart back, that is enough. Kokoro. Heart. You got back your own heart, your spirit back. Mina genki? 僕は最近元気ですよ。
妹よ迷惑か
So younger sister, I'm sorry I troubled you. So imoto, younger sister, and then meiwaku, to be like a nuisance.
かけたもん
迷惑はかけられ慣れてますもん
I'm used to that.
誰のことだもん
So who are you talking about?
花もう一つ頼みがある
Ah, kanashi. So I have one more thing to ask you. Moitotsu, one more.
私たちのたくさんの妹たち
So all of my younger sisters,
救ってみせますもん
I will save them. That is my mission.
花の使命ですもん
So keep in mind, this is a factory full of artificial blades, I believe, that is modeled on these two. Well, on Kiku, actually, the one dying here. And she's saying, save our sisters.
よかったもん
Good.
あとは私にできることを
Now, what I can do...
花私をスターターにして
そうだったもん
Yes, that's right.
花のエーテル炉は
So Hana's ether furnace.
菊の試作型エーテル炉のパワーで点
Ah, you can set it off with her starter. Okay.
火できるもん
So desu ne, chotto. Yeah, Omniscient is commenting on the Mo here. All the Mo. This is a very Mo heavy chapter because you see all these Nopon and people created by Nopon. They say Mo all the time. Don't do that in your Japanese. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of to be cute and funny for these characters.
そんなことしてキクは平気かも
せめてもの罪滅ぼし
So will you be okay doing that? And she says, this is atoning for my sins.
私の命
It doesn't really mean anything. It's kind of, they use it for, they just always say it. It's kind of like when cats say nya at the end of every sentence. So, watashi no inochi no hono de minna o. So she's saying, do something with the flame, hono means flame, of my life. Inochi means life. So protect everyone, possibly with the flame of my life.
の炎でみんなを
Minna o.
さあ花お前の真の力を見せて
So now, show your true power. Shin, true, and then chikara, power. So time to show your true power. Tanoshimi ni.
やれも了解ですもんご主人
Understood. あ、すげえ。
チェンジ JK モードスイッチオン。
パワーアップ。Okay, so the first time we played through this, I said this can be a metaphor for you leveling up in Japanese. This may happen at some point. I don't know. You can level up into a different body for your Japanese. So, yeah, look forward to that if that seems good for you. Power up. Exactly, Omniscient. This is what it can look like, though. Okay. This is the important thing. Seiko. So success. They've successfully reactivated or fully activated the ether furnace in her body. Nani? Good time for Nani. So no matter how much powered up they are, there's no way they can be a match for my Sakura. Get rid of her. Okay, so I think this is, we would battle them if we were playing the normal game, but we are not. We are doing just the language today. Some good words you see at the bottom there. We learned back in Breath of the Wild, I believe. Alfalfa? Yeah, I have realized that at some times you do want to kind of mix things up and I don't know, actually play the game. So yeah, this is a focus on the language, but yeah, we will definitely get back to playing games at some point, I do promise. I do like how this is all fully voiced, though. As a Japanese teacher, it's intriguing because of that. Okay, so here we go. Seigi. Usually we will be playing the games and actually fighting bosses and whatnot. If you want to see the past stream, we did defeat that boss. So Seigi, justice, and then Seigi wa katsu. So justice always wins.
正義は勝つも。ご主人、調子に乗りすぎで
Don't get too high on yourself, master.
すもん。お前もこれからは悪いことに使われないといいです。
So you too, I hope from now on you won't be used for bad things. Eh.
バーンがいないよ。
Uh-oh. So Bana is not there. Inai.
あそこです、お嬢様。
So he's over there. So Mbakushi says, I just about finished going through your older Xenoblade 2 videos. I prefer this more. The fighting in this game really isn't super fun to watch. Yeah, to be honest, that's another reason we're doing it. I really do like this game, but sometimes the fighting can be a bit too much and a bit too long. Especially some of the longer fights. And if you watched our stream, I apologize. Some of those fights almost were like a half an hour. Like one time we fought a guy. Yeah, it was long. But the weird thing is sometimes after those long fights, people would like subscribe and stuff. So there, I guess there's some positive to it, potentially.
待て
Wait! Yeah, I hate grinding in games. I prefer grinding language. Like grinding that you actually learn something. So a lot of games I actually quit or dropped because of excess grinding. Like Phantasy Star 3, I think, was one. I loved that game, but one dungeon was just so much grinding, I dropped it. A lot of games I dropped because I want the language, I don't want the grinding. Yeah. But you're so good at reading Omniscient, you don't really need the voices. But it's nice to have the voice, too. It'd be nice if they had that in that game. Okami. I do not have that game. But I'm interested. So, omaira. So it means you guys, shitsukoi. You guys do not give up. This is a useful word. Another word you see a lot in manga and games. Another word I don't think we have. N2 word. So, shitsukoi. Meaning like you don't give up, basically. You're tenacious, persistent. Should we add that to our power level? And yeah, I don't see this kanji for it that much. It's usually just kana alone, as you can see here. Shitsukoi. Yeah, let's add that. Copy, add to our power level. And it's all messed up, but I'll fix that. And this kanji I think we should not use because it's usually just kana for that one. Alright, let's make our power level quickly go up. I should move the power level thing higher in my OBS. Takes some scrolling to get there.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Power level is now 919. 919ですね。強くなった。よし。Yeah, I know, Omniscient. I tried to kind of mention that, but I'll change it later. Or I hopefully will change it later. A lot of those are kanji variants. It's a variant, but it's obviously not one that you ever see. I've never seen it. I'll change it. So you too, you don't give up either.
人工ブレードの製造をやめるの。
So stop making artificial blades.
これ以上じいちゃんたちの研究を悪用す。
Yeah, stop abusing the research of Ji-chan, my grandfather. And abusing what? His kenkyu, research.
貸せないもん。
そんなことしたら大損だ。
If I do that, then I'll lose a lot of money. This guy's all about money because he wants to buy mushrooms. And mushrooms are expensive, apparently.
このプロジェクトにはいっぱい投資し。
Okay, so this is the keyword here. Toshi means an investment. So I've invested a lot in this project, and I would not doubt it. You saw that technology of that weird elevator he had.
てるんだもん。
And that was just the elevator.
じゃあ帝国軍に引き渡しちゃおうか。
So should we take you to the Imperial Army then?
キクのやったことでも目をつけられてるだろうし。
So they probably would, yeah, they're already onto you with what Kiku did because she kind of did some crimes earlier.
他にもまずいことたくさんやってるんじゃない。
You've probably done a lot of bad things beyond that. This word mazui is nice. It can mean like mazui, bad tasting, like not delicious, like oishi, delicious, mazui, not delicious. But it also means something bad. So he's saying you've done lots of bad things with these artificial blades.
はい。
ギク
Giku?
レックス。お前、そんな悪どいやつとは知らなかっ
I didn't think you were so crafty.
たもん。
悪どいってどっちがだよ。
So who's the one who's crafty? Let's look at that word akudoi. I translated it as crafty. Let's see if I am in the ballpark on that. Akudoi, yeah, crooked, vicious. So yeah, maybe a little bit of a different nuance than crafty there. Crooked, probably a bit closer to the mark.
分かったもん。人工ブレイドの製造はやめて。
Understood. I'll quit making artificial blades. Hayashi.
やるもん。
甘い。
そいつにはまだ利用価値がある。余計なことされると困る。
Alright. So they still have... Okay. Who's talking right now? I'm not really sure. So Ryo to use and then Kachi value. So there is still value to use them. I think they're talking about Bana. And if too much happens to them, we'll be in trouble.
だけど。
え？誰？誰？
連携。
Okay, so she knows their names, which means they're probably from Ida, this secret shadowy organization that's stealing core crystals everywhere. So Benke and Satahiko are their names.
サタヒコ。
ああ、誰かと思ったらニア。
Ah, so it's Nia.
義経から裏切ったとは聞いてたけど。
So I heard you betrayed us from Yoshitsune, but... So the word for betrayer is uragiru, uragiru. And that could be a good word too. I think our power level is... Yeah, if we get one more, we'll be up to our goal for today, which is 920, at least. So let's see. Uragiru. That could be one we have. But let's hope not. Copy that. You can see an N3 word. By the way, JLPT was last Sunday. Anyone take it? Anyone? If so, how was it? Last Sunday was the JLPT Japanese language proficiency test in Japan and worldwide. And the levels of some of these words are marked by JLPT level. Uragiru. Kind of do want to search if we have uragiru. Uragi. And what does uragiru mean? To betray? I'll put it in the English. Uragiru, betray. So we have some word for betray, and it's only the one we just put in. So we should be good. Yosh. Power level is now 920. 強くなったね。
ニアの知り合いかも。
Well, you
イ
know
ーラ
her?
のドライバーだよ。取引あ。
She's a driver from Ida, as we expected. Okay, so yeah, these must be the one they were doing business with all these artificial blades.
相手がよりによってこいつらだったなんて。
こいつらとは随分な言い草ね。新参だったくせに。
So that's quite a way to put it, because she said, I guess, koitsura, which is not a polite way to say these guys. So even though she's new, so I guess Nia's new to their group, so she's not qualified to say things like this. I believe that's what they're going for there.
いいじゃないか、ベンケ。ニアだけじゃなくて天の聖杯までい。
So, but this is okay, don't you think? It's not just Nia. They've got the Ten no Seihai, the Holy Grail. Ten no Seihai Made. So Made means as far as. So they got something as awesome as this Holy Grail, which is what the blade is called, the Aegis.
いるんだ。なあ、きっと。俺たちの未来を祝福して神様が。
Okay, so God will surely do something.
サタ、あんた。
Anta, Uzai, you're annoying.
うざいよ。
はーい。
裏切り者は抹殺。
So traitors will be eliminated. And we will be taking the Holy Grail. Ah, Kit Kat, konbanwa. Genki. And by the way, I do like Kit Kats. Kittokato ga daisuki yo. So Kit Kat love, I can agree with that.
聖杯はお持ち帰りね、サタ。めんどくさいけど、任務だから。
So it's troublesome, but it's our mission.
了解
Understood.
光もニアも俺たちの大切な仲間。
Okay. So, someone asked about Mo earlier, when it's at the end and it didn't mean anything. That's because the no pawn, we're saying it. In this case, the Mo means a lot. So, hikari mo, nia mo. So here it means also. So, hikari, that's her. And nia, that's her. So, hikari mo, nia mo. We will protect all of them, all of our nakama.
まだ思い通りにさせるもんか。
We won't let you do what you want to do. Another battle that we will skip because we're doing pure story today. Sa. Spoiler. Don't look at that picture. Some good words at the bottom. Also from Breath of the Wild. Natakashina. That was a fun game to play. Gambare, minna.
こいつは強い。
So these guys are strong.
あの数の武器と鉄壁防御だからね。
Yeah, because they've got all these weapons and this impenetrable defense.
何人も同時に相手してるようなもんさ。
And yeah, we have to fight all of them at once.
レックス、撃てる。
So, Rex, I will shoot them.
本当。でもここ屋内だ。
But this is inside. So she has this massive laser that shoots from the sky that she's talking about. She can't always use it because it's super dangerous and it's an outside kind of play type of thing. Ah, yokatta. Watashi mo genki desu. Of course I remember you.
構造計算してみたけど、
I always remember Kit Kat. So I've calculated the structure
一撃だけなら耐えられそう。
with one shot. It should hold up, so it should work.
ただし、あのクレーンの下限定ね。
Okay. But it has to be below that crane.
他は無理だと思う。
オッケ
Otherwise, it'll be muri, impossible.
ー。ならそこに追い込むか。
Alright, so let's just chase them over there.
みんな。
いいよ、やったろうじゃない。
Iyo, so good, let's do it.
わかったもん。
Understood. 頑張れ。
もらったから。
So I'll take her. 何これ？
青い炎。
What blue flame?
メレフ。
やれやれ無茶はしないんじゃなかったか。
So what are you guys being a bit reckless?
成り行き上ね。
We're saved.
勝ったよ。
炎の飛行士。
It's the Inquisitor of the Flame, or whatever it's called in English. I don't exactly remember.
こりゃまた厄介なのが出てきた
So another nasty opponent has emerged.
メレフ。あいつらをクレーンの下まで追い込めないか。
So can you back them into that crane?
奴らの連携を崩せる策があるの。
Well, you have a plan to break their kind of renke, the way they work together.
うんとびっきりのね
Yep, we do. Yare yare. So what is yare yare? I bet people in the chat might have a good explanation. Maybe better than what I can give at the moment. It's often given in a moment where people are kind of like at a loss for what to do or something bad happened. It's kind of saying like, oh brother kind of thing. I don't feel like there's always a great English translation of it. Yeah, exactly. Kit Kat has it there. Let's see what it says in the dictionary just for fun. You hear it all the time in anime and things. People say it too all the time. So yeah, yare yare. Ah. Oh dear, good grief. Dear me. It's funny, the first thing I said for some reason was, oh brother. I never say that in life, but that's what came to mind. Anyway, brains are interesting. It's kind of what we do here in Japanese Quest. Through the lens of language, we take a journey into language, but also into the depths of the human mind and subconscious. Or at least we'll try. Sa, ikimashou.
やってみよう
Let's do it. Ooh, we're getting there. Dare. As expected of the strongest in the Empire, that was not an exaggeration. Yeah, I have not played the Sword Art Online game. I have thought about it. Is that like an online game, Kit Kat? They're referencing the Sword Art Online game.
奴らを炎の壁で取り囲む
Okay, so let's surround them with a wall of flame. So kabe, wall, and then hono, flame. You can see two fire kanji on top of each other. Makes flame.
嘘カグツチとホムラの連携か
So you mean you working together with Homura?
私たちは左から撃つ
Okay, so I'll attack from the left, you attack from the right.
あなたたちは右からお願い
わかりました
Understood.
タイミング合わせますね
Let's work out our timing.
直後にひかりちゃんが
Kit Kat says EA PS4 game. So it's a PS4 game. Naruhodo. I feel like there's multiple games of that. Yeah, I've watched a bit of streaming of it on Twitch, I think.
飛びます剣の残存エネルギーに注意して
So be careful of the energy left in the sword.
任せて
Leave it to me.
行くぞ
Let's go.
こいつら取り囲もってか
What, they're trying to surround us?
程度
So just this level is not going to be enough.
ワイルドロ
ここから
So from the
ー
side?
どこ見てるのサタ花カムカム了解ですわ
So there's kind of a lot of yelling out, and it's not super important, but she's saying, Roger, before she said, like, where are you looking? To the guy she's fighting with.
調子に乗るな
So don't get conceited. Okay.
今だどう
Now!
総遠剣2の型妙
Alright, so... Fire something sword.
ローリングスマッシュ
Rolling smash.
困れたなら
We're surrounded. Nara. Okay. It's kind of nice short sentence here. So, nara. So if that's the case... Ue kara. So let's go up. Ue.
上から
I know we're gonna be attacked from above, huh? Makes sense. Utsukushi. Beautiful.
美しい
It's always nice to have a vision of beauty at the moment of your death. Not that he's probably dead yet, but... So does man. OP.
まさかあれを食らって生きてるなんて。
What, they even take that and they're still alive? Seriously?
いや岩盤でのロスを計算に入れたギリギリ
So... Yeah, since they... Okay. Keisan means the calculation. Since we calculated not to destroy the bedrock here, it was not full power and they were able to survive. Naruhodo ne. Kit Kat saying, so Sword Art Online is a good game. Perhaps someone watching will play it, and perhaps someday we might play it.
さすが天の聖杯といったところか
As expected of the Holy Grail, the Aegis.
そうか、ブレイドのコアを狙って。
Soka. So she's aiming for the core of the blade.
あいつらもボロボロ。
I think I missed that last video, but I think you could see their blades like dying or something. Anta! Konnichiwa, konbanwa, ohayou gozaimasu. Yeah, so their blades are leaving because their crystals were destroyed. Insert your preferred insult. You destroyed my special weapon. Unforgivable. So, yeah, don't move from there. I'm gonna kick your ass.
おっしゃここでそれを使うな
No, you can't use that here.
ベイケン
なんという力
So wait, what kind of power is this?
何者だやつは
待ってください。何か
So wait, there's something strange. So nanika, something. Nanika ga hen. So something is strange. So please wait. Hen, strange.
変です。体の自由が。
So karada, body. Jiyu, freedom. So karada, no, jiyu ga. So the freedom, my freedom of movement, the freedom of my body is no longer working. I can't move, basically.
大丈夫かベンケン
Are you okay?
この力
This power.
まさか
Could it be? Who is that?
そういうことかよ
So that's
ア
how
ーケ
it
デ
is.
ィアのクソ坊主
The shitty priest from Arcadia.
アケディアだって。
Arcadia?
風が悪い引くぞベン
This is not good. Let's pull back.
ケン
ふざけるな。
Like don't mess around. We can't leave.
このまま引き下がれるかよ。
目的の物はいただいてる
No, we got what we needed.
それにお前の身に何かあったら義経に顔向
And if something happens to you, I won't be able to show my face to Yoshitsune.
けできないからな
離せ。
Hanase! Let me go. And again, she's saying her preferred word, uzai, always calling him kind of annoying. Let's see what word the dictionary comes up with for uzai. It's kind of her keyword here. It's not a very polite word. Don't use this word. slang. Uzai. Annoying, noisy. Alright. And... so ne. Yosh.
そういうとこがうざいってんだよ。
はいはいお仕置きは後で受
So yeah, you can punish me after.
けますよ
逃がすと思うか。
What, you think we're gonna let you run? Oh, all these people. Did you see that jump? Sugoi jump da. And earlier, you saw Hikari do this massive jump plus laser. These guys could make a good basketball team. That's what I'm getting at. Like on point guard, you could have Shin. Who would be the full lineup? Sorry if you don't know basketball, but point guard is the one who controls the ball. That'd be Shin. Shooting guard. Who's good at shooting? Hikari is very good at shooting, because you saw her shoot earlier. She can shoot light, literally. Shooting guard, that's the same position as like Michael Jordan, so that'd be a good one. Then we have small forward. That's like LeBron James's position. Kind of a jack of all trades. Who would be like that? Maybe Metsu? What's his name in English? I don't know. Just say Metsu. He'd be a pretty good shooting forward, probably. Power forward. Who'd be a good power forward? Who's powerful? Metsu is the guy who just fouls people. And then the center is the biggest one. Who's a good center? I'm going to say the World Tree for center. The World Tree would have a lot of reach. But like the World Tree turned into an Ent. So it can actually move. So I'm going to put Ent in parentheses. And then power forward is the only question then. Who's the power forward? We've got Hikari and Metsu. Not Metsi, we need Metsu. Power forward. Anyone in chat, if you can help us out with who's going to be power forward from this game. Maybe from the other game, Xenoblade 1, we can have Shulk be power forward. Because he does have the Monado, which can see back in time, which would help a lot for basketball. So this is our starting five. I feel like if there's a basketball league versus like with video game versus video game, this team would be fairly strong. What do you think? All right, let's delete that if I can figure out how. How do I make a new document on here? I don't even know. Oh, file, right? There we go. Sumimasen, chotto matte kudasai. This is an important conversation for learning Japanese, so we had to do that. Yeah, they completely should. A lineup game versus game, starting five. The good thing about basketball, it's a simple team of just 5 players, and they each have a very specific role. Tanoshii desu kara. Because it's fun, Kit Kat, of course.
Nani?
Because you saw that jump, right? Sugoi jumpu dakara. That boat.
モノケロス隠れてたのか。
What, it was hidden? He seems like he'd be decent at basketball too. Merefu! Darius says, yeah, I wish I had those jumps. Yeah, they've got some good jumps in this game.
大丈夫だ。
Wish you could do better jumps on the game map, or like just playing the game.
あの程度でやられはしない。
It's okay, just with that much I will not be defeated.
逃げられたな。
They ran away.
ファンレノルン。
That's her name.
アーケディアの女神。
So the goddess of the holy city of Arcadia. Naze? So why? Why are you here?
なぜあなたがここに？
ファンですって。
Fawn. So Fawn is her name. So her name's Fawn? Yeah, to be honest, that basketball concept, if anyone's watching and you're like a YouTube creator, and I don't know, if you already had a decent subscriber base, you could get some serious views probably on a basketball top 5, like game versus game type of. You could even do like some kind of tournament. You could get some views out of that. I'll let you guys. You can take that idea. I'm not gonna do it probably. めんどくさいから。でも楽しそう。Is that not a Mojo thing already? I don't know. It probably is. Very soon now. Laura. So this is Shin. He's our point guard on our basketball team, and he's looking at. Yeah, that's our 6th person. So she would be on the bench. That means when like Shin or someone gets tired, she can come in, but Shin will need to wake her up first. But that's why she's frozen. It's like the same as being on the bench in this world. Tenno Seihai. So chapter 4 is finally over. The chapter was called The Holy Grail, Tenno Seihai. Chotto shitsumoun desu. So there's a question from Kit Kat. And so we finally finished this chapter. Next time we will do the next chapter. But we have a bit of time left. So I haven't done this yet on this this stream for just the story. But I think for the end, maybe let's play the normal game a little bit for fun. For one thing, I want to see how high we can jump. Oh no. That's not a spoiler, don't worry. Don't look at these screens. I hope there's no spoilers in the game. I don't totally remember how to play the game exactly. Let's check our ups. See, we can jump pretty high. You could dunk easily. Easily. So where are we going? That's a good question. Where should we go? So I think you're saying, like, why do I have interest in Japan, or where did I get it? It's complicated, so I'll answer it in a couple different ways. Let's see, though. So we have our options here. Here we have skip travel, so we can decide where we want to go. The kind of coolest place is Guda, so why don't we go to Guda? It's also early in the game, so there's no spoilers. So my interest in Japan is kind of random, to be honest. I don't have a great answer for it. When I was in junior high, I had to pick a language, so I picked a sampler because I didn't care about what language. So I had 1/4 of Spanish and 1/4 of Japanese. So it was kind of random. And it wasn't really until after studying it for a while in high school and college and then living in Japan for 2 years that I really got interested in Japanese culture in a bigger way. So to be honest, kind of random. But sometimes that's how these things are. You find a path kind of randomly, you keep going, and you find something interesting and you keep going, and then suddenly you're a Japanese teacher. You never know. So Anta says, I totally failed JLPT. Yeah, I talked about that earlier. Who else took JLPT or wants to take it? Because last Sunday was JLPT. And of course you don't know you failed it, right? Because the marks don't come out for a while still. Like, I think you have to wait a couple months at least. So Saishu, gather, so we can gather some things there. I think that Saishu we learned also in Stardew Valley. It's interesting to see what words overlap between which games. Alfalfa says, did not take it. Yeah, anyone else take it or want to take it? I took it when I lived in Japan. And that was, I took it over 10 years ago. Wow, there's actually a treasure I never got before. Are you serious? And I passed N2 when I was in Japan. I thought I'd fail it, but I got lucky. And studied a lot and got lucky. Passed it. But then I thought that was good enough, and I was good enough in Japanese, so I didn't study for like 7 years. I don't recommend that. I recommend studying at least every week, if not every day. Just as like a hobby, if nothing else. But then I decided I want to get back into it, and I wanted to be completely bilingual. So I decided, okay, rest of my life, every day, Japanese will at the very least be my hobby. Also became my job as I got Japanese licensure. So yeah, it's interesting where paths can take you. So other people in chat, why did you get into Japanese? I know people have lots of different reasons. So Fact says, learning Japanese for hobby. If I ever had to take the test for some purpose, I'm gonna be so nervous. Yeah, for me, the test is kind of fun actually. Like, I was nervous too, to be honest, but if you think of it as like a game, not so much like a test, but just like, I don't know, a game in a way. Like, it's good if you fail it, because you still will learn from failing it. I failed N1 the first time and passed it the second time. I'm glad I failed it, because I might have, if I passed N1 the first time, to be honest, I might have like not studied for 7 years again, because I'd say, I passed N1 first time, passed N2 first time, I'm done. I'm good at Japanese. But really, N1's just the beginning too. Let's see. Chinazo, honestly, I think it sounds really good. Yeah, that is kind of a reason why I picked it over some other languages. I just thought it sounded interesting and different compared to other languages. Ah, dare. Alfalfa says, I got into Japanese because a lot of books and shows I like are in Japanese. So it is. Nay, I think that's a popular answer. And yeah, I definitely have that now. It keeps me into it. I read a lot of books in Japanese. And games now, too. Motekita. So we brought something. I have no idea what we brought, because it's been like 6 months. Wa! Arigato! So thank you. Hitotsu, futatsu, Bachiri. So it looks like we have everything. I have no idea what we have. Otou-san ga matteru kara sugu machi e kaeru ne. So my father is waiting, so I'll go back to the village. I have no idea what he's waiting for. So desu ka? Toki desu ne. So Omniscient is saying their new hobby is pottery. Toki. Sugoi desu ne. Omoshirou. Yeah, I feel like Omniscient. I hear you. To me, like doing one little thing every day can be enough. Even if it's just a little thing like, I don't know, reading for half an hour or watching a couple episodes of an anime or playing a game. If even if it's just one small thing, or even just like looking at lots of tweets in Japanese, it can help. So we're talking about some kind of fabric. I don't really want to read quests that much, so I'm going to kind of go through this. The quests in this game can be kind of a lot, especially since I did the expansion too, and that you had to do like 50 plus quests that were kind of meaningless. Another thing I'm not a huge fan of in role-playing games is meaningless quests. So let's see Unboxes. I like that I can run around now and read some comments. I got into Japanese for a few reasons. I always loved studying languages. Studied Norwegian, bit of French, German also. Whoa! This is bad! We're level 69 and we're getting attacked by, Eh? 死んでしまった。本当ですか? Territorial Rock Park. I forgot about this dude. Oh my goodness. Okay. I think it was 2 hits, or maybe 1 hit. I don't know. Anyway, that was unexpected. I thought we were way too high level, because we're like at the end of the game, we still got killed by that dude. I think we even might have killed that dude, but... Anyway. Yeah, exactly. Right as I was reading your comment. Let me see if I can scroll up and read it without getting killed by this dude. So where was I? Alright, so let's see. So you're studying different languages, French and German. Had a Japanese exchange students living in my house a few times as a kid. One of the things that has me doing Japanese over Norwegian is that it's more useful. Naruhodo ne? And Greg says, I totally do the tweet thing. Yeah, tweets can be really good. Japanese Twitter is really active. Whoa, not again! Nande? I keep reading comments and getting killed by this guy. What? Uso! Uso! Let's try again. So, I want to learn Polish, Alfalfa says. Had some Japanese exchange students at my house. In school for a couple weeks in high school, too. Yeah, exchange students actually got me into Spanish for a while. Because my friend had a... Eh? Uso! Why is this guy always here? What's going on? Tsuyoi! Uso! How strong is this guy? Who is this guy? Dare? Unboxed says, anyway, a lot of games and shows have good Japanese. Yeah, that's one good thing for Japanese. You have a lot online you can draw from. A lot of good learning sources, a lot of good fun sources. It's a really good language for good games, good media, good learning, and like a huge learning community. Like they can be a bit opinionated at times, but there's definitely a lot of people that know a lot. So Ponage says, I'm mostly learning Japanese because I have friends who used to live in my city who now went back to Japan. いいですね。Ooh, we actually leveled up in like ancient cultures. In this late stage, we're still leveling up in this game. Nice. So Back001 says, I wanted to learn a language that had profoundly different structures from my native one. Yeah, I think that's kind of why I want to learn it too. Other languages seemed not that different and not that, I don't know, interesting because of that. I liked that they were completely different symbols. It kind of felt like art more than a language at first when I was a kid in junior high. Different writing system. Yeah, I liked that too. And now reading in kanji, now that I can read it, it's really fun kind of reading that completely different type of typography. It gives you a different feeling when you read the text. Like I've often said before, like when I'm reading about something like a tree, when I see that kanji for tree, I feel like it hits different buttons in my brain than just like reading the word tree as just letters. I don't know why, but I feel like there's some kind of like different image layer with kanji, at least for me. I feel like it presses different buttons, and it, I don't know, I'm kind of addicted to it, to be honest. Like I like reading English and Japanese, but I feel like reading Japanese is a different psychological experience for me. And that's a major reason why I'm into it. Creatively. Both producing and consuming. So desu yo ne. Sansei desu, Kitokato-san. I would agree with you. Chinese is probably a good language to learn. Why am I up in a tree? How did I get up here? Let's jump down. Whoa, that's not the jump button. Subnition says, at my school... Whoa, good thing we landed on that branch, we'd have died. At my school, choice of Japanese or French or Latin was compulsory. Yeah, that was the same thing. I had to pick a language, I picked Japanese. And my journey began. completely the same. Well, not completely, but similar. So why am I up in a tree? Yeah, exactly. Maybe it's because Great Ape Greg brought us here. Unboxer says, I also had a Japanese roommate. So desu ne. Yeah, there's interesting connections. Part of the reason might be I had friends who took Japanese in junior high before me. They really liked it. And they were really into things like anime, like Sailor Moon at the time. And I wasn't so much. But because they were into it, I was like, I could try it out. Nihongo no tabi. Issho ni tabi o suru zo. Remember this from the trailer? So this is just like the trailer, except for us, we're not just running and finding power-ups, we're also finding like kanji, like tree, and kusa, hiragana, kusa, grass. So we're on a quest in the game, but also for Japanese. What else do we have? Let's find some other words. Here we go. Sora, sky. Iroiro arimasu ne. Issho ni boken shiyou ze. So Grand PM says, I've been getting more into watching Vocaloid videos. Decided to start learning it. Nice, yeah, Vocaloid videos. Does that mean videos like songs that other people wrote? Because I know Vocaloid, I think that means people can write their own song with some software and like have someone like Hatsune Miku sing it. Is that how it works? Okay. I don't remember how to fight in this game, but let's try to fight this guy. This time we'll try to fight him, see how that goes. Rivenji! Tabun, shinu kedo. Wait, where? What? Why do you run away? Nigechatta. Ganbarimasu. So if we somehow do survive, this could be a long battle. Maybe we did not fight. We probably didn't fight this guy, to be honest. Like, I know I killed him in I don't know, the other game. Maybe not this game, I'm not sure. Ganbarimasu. Okay. I forgot how to fight in this game, so bear with me. Demo, yattemiru. Ganbaru zo! Oh, not daijoubu. Daijoubu janai. Please tank. Please start tanking. Oh, this is bad. Muri desu. Zettai muri. I'm forgetting how to combo. That's not good. It seems like it's probably possible, but I think we're gonna die. Might be a dumb question, but what does this P mean in the spreadsheet? That's a good question. P means it's a common word. It's a list of something like 20,000 or 25,000 common words. So if you see a P in that dictionary, it means it's probably worth learning, or at least more worth learning than words that do not have a P. Wait, someone's dead. Can we bring them back? We are gonna die. We are gonna die. Zettai shinu. Zettai shinu. Muri desu yo. Shinda. Well, we tried. Shinimashita ne. I'm guessing we did not defeat this guy. With how slow that was. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think we're gonna beat that guy. But we did get experience, so that's good. Seigi. Our justice level also went up. Yeah, the problem is there's nothing smaller to fight with so much, but yeah. I'm sure there is somewhere. We beat the last boss, but we could not beat that guy. Makechatta ne. Demo, ma. Ii keiken deshita. It's a good experience. At least trying to get revenge. So Omniscient says, would the new Pokemon game for Switch be worth playing? I don't know much about it, but I've seen some other famous streamers playing it. Yeah, Omniscient, to be honest, at first I was not too hyped about it, but since I've seen a lot of streamers doing it, and since it seems like a game that a lot of people are trying to play in Japanese, even if it's quite challenging, yeah, it's certainly one on my radar that we may do. If we do it, do you think we should do hiragana or kanji mode? You can change it. Yeah, it's not voiced, but there's a decent amount of dialogue. I think we probably will play it at some point. I'm not sure, but I have interest, and I think other people would have interest in it. I didn't pull the trigger because I was not sure about the game, but it's gotten pretty good reviews now, so it makes me more interested. But don't tell me that's the first guy we beat that guy. We must have beat that guy earlier. But we're still fighting his brethren. Yeah, exactly, Ambitious. Ah! Impeller has summoned a dragon! Suge! We got a dragon, people. Can you see the dragon? The dragon is flying around up here. That's what it looks like when someone subscribes and summons a dragon at Japanese Quest to aid us on our journey and supports Japanese learning on Twitch. I was almost going to say Twitter. Twitter too. We have a Twitter too. Subscribe, arigato. So they now have unlocked the Mo icon and also the cat kanji stamp. Sugoi desu ne. Let's bring some Mo hype for the new dragon we have summoned here. Hontou ni arigato. Mo, by the way, that is the hype particle of the Nopon. It also brings hype to Japanese Quest. Kawaii ne. Alright, so I think I was reading some comments. Omniscient says, I think hiragana is good. Because with kanji, I rely on the kanji even if I forget the yomikata. So desu yo ne. That's not necessarily bad, but yeah, I hear you. Possibly doing a bit of both might be good too. Because in a way, part of the reason for this channel is we want to be a resource for people trying to play games. I just watched a clip that I said when I played this game a long time ago that I forgot that I said. But there's a game I played when I lived in Japan over 10 years ago. A game called Magna Carta. And I got like 3 sentences into it and failed. I could not even count the number of strokes in the kanji. I completely gave up. I had a whole notebook to try to play the game. It was my first ever game in Japanese. Completely failed. So part of what we do in this channel is help people to succeed where I failed. So what that means is at least having like the first little bit of a bunch of different games that people want to play, like Pokemon, for example. Someone might want to play in kanji, they might want to play in hiragana, so we could do both of like the first, say, couple hours at least, and then maybe one of them deeper into the game. So kind of the model would be to play at least the beginning to get people started with lots of different games. Because once you get started and you get a sense of the vocabulary, we can tell people the kind of vocab that is common in that game. Once they have that under their belt, they can start and go off on their own. But if I had that in that game Magna Carta, I could have probably played the game. I didn't have that though. So my hope is that I can help the past me play games like that. Alfalfa says, still love the cat. Kawaii desu ne. Yeah, Omniscient. I think that what we see now is possibly the power of not doing only the story. My feeling is that running around randomly and talking is probably more watchable for the average viewer than just full-on Japanese the whole time. I feel like it's probably Japanese overload and might be a bit much for viewers in general. Duolingo, yeah, I think I saw that earlier and I didn't mention it. I don't really know, but from what I've heard, it's not the greatest. But my feeling is any tool that gets you into Japanese and gets you interested and starts you learning vocab, I think can be good. But what I've heard is similar apps, like one called, what's it called? Is it called Lingo Deer or something like that? If someone in chat knows it, please write it. I think Lingo Deer or something like that is supposed to be better. Yeah, thank you, Omniscient. So Lingo Deer is similar to Duolingo, I've heard, but is much better. Duolingo, some people do like it, but people who I know who are Japanese teachers or who know a lot of Japanese say there's lots of mistakes and it's not the greatest. I haven't tried it myself, so I can't fully say. But that's what I've heard. Buck just says, I wish more indie games were fully voiced. I agree. If you wanted to play a greater variety of games, that would make a lot of sense for both cost and time. I can't think of a single indie title with voice acting. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah, Duolingo gives some practice. I think it can be a good thing if, like, a lot of people I think start with Duolingo now. So anything that starts you, it doesn't really matter what your start point is. Like we said, for Omniscient it was a class, for me it was a class, for some people it was an interest, for some people it's Duolingo. So whatever your start point is, it doesn't really matter. From there, you can find other tools, and you can make it up your Japanese Mount Fuji. We've used Mount Fuji as a metaphor before for making the climb in Japanese. You can imagine this mountain. So you might start with Duolingo. That's fine. You can make some progress. Maybe then later you'll find Genki, great textbook. Maybe later you'll get killed by Territorial Rothbart. I'll write Territorial Rothbart there. That'll take you to the next level. And then you keep going. You keep going. Eventually maybe you find... what else is good in Japanese? Anki. You find Anki. You start doing flashcards. You go hard. You start reading. What do you start reading? Maybe, I don't know, Wikipedia in Japanese. Not Wikipedia, Wikipedia. You keep going. Eventually you're reading light novels. And then you get up here and, I don't know, you write the most famous haiku ever composed in Japanese. Not now, but 1,000 years from now. That, I think, would be the top of Mount Fuji. The greatest haiku ever. You could write it. Someone watching this, even if not right now, someone watching this on YouTube a year from now, you may not know a word of Japanese right now, but someday you may write the most famous haiku ever written. It's not impossible. Haiku's, after all, only 17 characters. There's only so many combinations and options. And if you think about it, that's a metaphor for all of language. There's only so many possibilities. If you navigate those, anyone can use it. I keep writing crazy stuff. I have to redo my doc here. Sumimasen. So... Suge! Impaler with the, 1000 ビット. びっくりした. 1000 ビット arigato. So, Impaler says... And again, we're getting attacked by, what? Who is this now? What? Someone else? Enshendo... What? 誰? Uso! Saura! We got attacked by some kind of T-Rex. Anyway, thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. Hey man, just wanted to say I love the stream. Binged a bunch on YouTube, even played Zelda along with you. Keep doing a badass job. Arigato, hontoni. Senbito. Domo. And I like that we were killed by like a weird T-Rex during that. Bakshis says, so Nishin says, if YouTube's my main Japanese input. Yeah, as long as you have some input, that is good. That's what I've found. Bakshis says, I don't know, Duolingo's Japanese course is pretty bad. Yeah, I feel like I've also heard it's not bad. Not great. Maybe we'll get better, but still, I think anything that's a start can be good. Just eventually you'll get into it and you'll find out better resources in time. But yeah, it's probably improving, and someday, who knows, it could someday be the best portal into Japanese that's out there. It's pretty obvious that apps really can be a gateway into language. I didn't even know this guy existed. Who is this guy? Anta dare? Eh? Is it because we beat the game that these guys are here? I never even saw this guy. Who is this guy? Enshento Sauda. Dare? Eh? Kawaii. Lots of games do have after main quest content. Yeah, that's true. Plus, I bought the expansion recently. Could that be something? Anta says, I like to study translating music that I like, but it's hard. Yeah, that's a really great way, though. I've heard that music can be really good for capturing the prosody of the language. That means, like, the music of the language. Makes sense the music would help you with the music, but music, prosody means kind of like the music of just talking. The kind of rhythm of words, how they fit together. A lot of games do have after quest content. So desu ne. Yeah, my feeling is that having a really rich, like, multi-source exposure to a language, I mean, it's obvious, I guess, but that's the best. So some music, some reading, different kinds of reading. Maybe read some light novels, read some nonfiction, if you can, some news. When I was studying for N1, what helped me a lot was reading shasetsu. Shasetsu, what is that in English? It means like editorials, I believe. Like writing opinions in newspapers. They're the kind of closest to the N1 essay format, so I read literally hundreds of those. And I learned a lot, and I stopped reading them because they're kind of boring, but they're kind of perfect for that kind of study. And also, any habits that you have, it can really help to, like, add Japanese to those. For example, if you're on Facebook, follow a bunch of Japanese channels. If you're on Twitter, follow a bunch of Japanese channels. If you are on Twitch, follow a bunch of Japanese channels. These are too similar, but anyway. You get the idea. Instagram. So all these things. Reddit, too. If you're on Reddit, you can follow Japanese channels. And so, yeah, all these kind of things that you just waste time on. Try to waste time and also level up at the same time. That's kind of the hope with this channel, too. We can waste time. Well, maybe not waste time, but we're on a journey together. Relaxing, but hopefully learning things here and there. Leveling up in Japanese. And even if we don't learn Japanese, maybe inspiring someone to go out and learn on their own. That is the hope. Sa. Kyou wa tanoshikatta ne. I kind of liked this just running around at the end and talking a bit more just generally about Japanese and getting killed a bunch by these great monsters of Togarath or whatever this place is called. But I think we will end the stream in a bit here. Let's look, Alfalfa. Unfortunately, usually when I go to those time-wasting platforms, I'm so tired. I have trouble parsing English. Yeah, I agree. Even me, when I'm reading through like Reddit with Japanese and English, often I'll just skip the Japanese and just look at the English, because it's just kind of easier and faster. That's kind of the way you read those sites. But it depends on, like, other times I'll read it and something will catch my eye, so it really does depend. But that's certainly an easy thing to do. Okay, I'm thinking let's jump off the side of the world and then let's host someone and end the stream. You might ask, why are we jumping off the side of the world? さあ、区切りが大切だからさ。Because it kind of helps sometimes to have like something clear marking the end of a journey, the end of a stream. I feel like if we jump off the world, that will help us see the end of this leg of this journey. Our journey in Japanese continues. Yeah, plus it's true, that is Rex's thing. He is a salvager. Can I link my Japanese rap song? Whoa, your song? Did you write it? But yes, of course you can. さあ、今日は楽しかったね。一緒に日本語を勉強して、とりあえず飛ぼう。美しい。That's kind of a nicer moment than I was expecting. That kind of quiet moment of falling. I wish that in the real world you could just jump off a cliff into a cloud sky and come back to life again. But until then, let's end the stream for now. So I will say, じゃあまたね。今日は楽しかった。If we have some extra time during these streams, some kind of running around in this world, it's kind of fun, especially this continent. So, 今日ま、じゃあまたね。Again, thank you so much for the bits earlier. 1000 ビットありがとう。Dragon もありがとう。Thank you also for the dragon. Anyone watching, feel free to follow. You can join us on this quest, become a party member by following. And join us next time, Tuesday, same time, and maybe we'll stream some other time. And we may again Sunday have some rerun, continuing our journey when we played Breath of the Wild in Japanese. Yeah. お疲れ様でした. Thank you, everyone. And who shall we host? That is the question. I like to host this person, so I'm going to host this person. Let's host Twitch Pop Pop, because they are awesome. They speedrun Dragon Quest 3 right now. They speedrun like all the Dragon Quest games. They are awesome. And we will host them. Because it's like speed reading practice, right? They're speed running it, you can read old school Dragon Quest. じゃあ、またね。今日は楽しかった。Thanks for the stream, it was good today. Good to hear. Sounds like people liked the thing at the end where we got to talk a little bit more. Makes sense, the viewers also kind of went up. I think it's a little challenging to be fully Japanese all the time, even if it is all voice. It's kind of dense and can't just kind of relax and play and talk as much. 勉強になった。It's good to learn that. じゃあ、またね。今からホストします。また来週。See you next time.